Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea regrets letting Andrey Santos move to Forest. Chelsea starlet Andrey Santos was once again left out of the Nottingham Forest lineup for their recent 1-1 draw with Brentford, as the Blues could be regretting their decision to send him to the City ground for the season. The teenager joined Chelsea from Vasco da Gama last season, but spent the remainder of the campaign on loan in Brazil, with the hope this year of getting experience in the Premier League. That was the thinking behind sending Santos out to Forest, where the one-cap Brazil international will likely have expected to play the majority of games under Steve Cooper. However, he has yet to play a single league minute, and his only appearance was in the Carabao Cup defeat to Burnley. Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Chelsea received more than 10 loan requests over the summer for Santos. However, they understand that with the player adapting to a new country, club, and head coach, there will be an adjustment period. October is said to be a crucial period for Santos and the agreement between Chelsea and Forest, though no decision has yet been made over his future despite the disappointing start to his loan spell. Santos may take some comfort that Cooper has a proven track record of improving young players, and even the likes of Gibbs-White and Danilo had slow starts after joining the club, before going on to be key players in the second half of last season as they avoided relegation. But Chelsea and Pochettino will be hoping that first-team football comes sooner rather than later. Or they could consider recalling Santos in January, as the Argentine boss clearly rates the 19-year-old midfielder, and he could have possibly stayed at Stamford Bridge this season if not for the signings of Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, and Leslie Ugartew. Santos caught the eye in Chelsea's pre-season, and he will hope to recapture that form and impress Cooper enough to earn a bigger role at Forest, which would also be music to the ears of Pochettino. Graham Potter makes final decision on taking over at Rangers. Former Chelsea manager Graham Potter is reportedly not interested in becoming the new Rangers boss following the sacking of Michael Beale. He has been out of work since he left Stamford Bridge 6 months ago and appears to be biding his time before returning to the dugout. Beale was sacked by Rangers on Sunday evening, following his side's disappointing start to the season that saw them slip down to third in the Scottish Premiership, already 7 points behind fierce rivals Celtic. A 3-1 defeat at the hands of Aberdeen was the final nail in the coffin for Beale after weeks of tension growing both among supporters and at the Ibrox Stadium. Rangers' attention has swiftly turned to bringing in a replacement as soon as possible to attempt to spark a reaction within the squad, with ex-Southampton midfielder Stephen Davis named interim manager and tasked with steadying the ship in the short term. Several familiar faces have been linked with succeeding Beale, including ex-Sheffield United boss Chris Wilder and former Leeds boss Jesse Marsh. Potter has also been touted as a potential option, but Record Sport report that he has no interest in joining Rangers at this moment in time and has ruled himself out of the running. After a torrid stint with Chelsea, the 48-year-old has been linked with several sides that were willing to give him the opportunity to get his career back on track. However, after rejecting a strong approach from Lyon, the former Brighton manager is keen to wait for the correct opportunity to become available before heading back into football. Robert Sanchez named in EPL Team of the Month. Despite their poor form, Chelsea have actually had a player named in the Premier League Team of the Month for September. WhoScored's official team sees Robert Sanchez between the sticks as the sole Chelsea representative. Sanchez has started every game for the Blues so far this season, after it looked as if he was going to be in competition for minutes. Mauricio Pochettino was reportedly very keen to start the campaign with Kepa Arrizabalaga between the sticks. However, it looked as if the Spaniard didn't fancy the battle for a place, and instead was open to a loan move away to Real Madrid. Sanchez has not been the only addition between the sticks this summer. They also signed George Petrovic, who is yet to be given an opportunity for his new club. Many thought he would have been given his debut when the EFL Cup fixture against Brighton came around. Despite rotation elsewhere in the squad, Sanchez remained between the sticks and kept a clean sheet against his former side. The Spaniard will now be hoping to maintain his place and good form for the coming games, with the next opportunity coming tonight. They face Fulham tonight in the West London derby, with a win being crucial for the Blues at this stage of the season. Pochettino's main issue tonight will actually be up the other end of the pitch, when it comes to who will start up front tonight. Nicolas Jackson scored the club's only goal last month. However, he is banned for tonight after picking up 5 yellow cards already this season. With Armando Broja still getting back to full fitness, the Blues may line up tonight with Raheem Sterling through the middle. Pundit believes Pochettino wrong with Enzo. Mauricio Pochettino's decision to play Enzo Fernandez as an attacking midfielder is costing Chelsea. That is the view of former Aston Villa and Liverpool attacker Stan Collymore, who believes Fernandez is not the right type of player to operate as a number 10. Signed from Benfica for an eye-watering £107 million, Sky Sports, in January. Fernandez, 22, off the back of a World Cup win with Argentina, was expected to be an integral part of the Blues' rebuild. However, despite clearly being a very gifted player, the South American has yet to really showcase his talent and replicate his international form, and Collymore believes a lot of that is down to his domestic manager's insistence on playing him as an attack-minded creative midfielder, rather than the box-to-box style of player he is. It's likely Mauricio Pochettino will ask Enzo Fernandez to play in behind the forward again against Fulham, Collymore said in an exclusive interview. I rate Pochettino a lot. He's a top manager, but I think he's getting it wrong with Fernandez. I don't understand the obsession of playing him as a number 10. He isn't a number 10. Fernandez is at his best when he's playing a deeper role and allowed the freedom to travel between boxes. At the moment, he's being penned into a very small area of the pitch and it's restricting his best attributes. Do you agree with Collymore? What is Fernandez's best role? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Chelsea could sign Ansu Fati. Chelsea could have another chance to sign Barcelona winger Ansu Fati next summer. Ansu Fati is currently on loan at Brighton Hove Albion but was linked with a move to Chelsea in the last transfer window, while the 20-year-old may be at the Amex Stadium now. Report from Sport claims that Barcelona want to sell him, giving another club like Chelsea the chance to come in for his signature. According to 90 Minutes, the Blues were interested in Fati during the summer, but he ended up joining their Premier League rivals Brighton. Since arriving to the Premier League, he has scored 1 goal, which came in the Seagulls' humiliating 6-1 defeat to Aston Villa last Saturday. It is a bit of a surprise to hear that Barcelona are willing to let Fati go for good. Yes, he has had some struggles of late, which have been partly down to injuries, but the Spain international is still just 20 years of age. Fati has plenty of time to get back on track again. He is a quality attacker, with Ivan Rakitic hailing him as an incredible talent. The wide man does not seem to be incredible enough for Barcelona to keep hold of him, though. Their loss could be Chelsea, Brighton, or another side's gain next summer. However, Fati could easily end up becoming a player who Barcelona sold too soon if he reaches his full potential, which is still possible given how young he still is. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.